Greetings, hola mundo. How is everyone today? How's everyone's year been? I know it's been like 2-3 weeks since I uploaded my last video, but I just had a lot of stuff going on, and I was like, I should help people, because I think one of the issues with society, I don't know how to word it, but I think one issue is a lot of people are afraid to be transparent, live transparent lives. They're afraid to be honest and open about themselves and what's going on, and they don't want to share. And you know, recently in terms of celebrities, I mean, we've had so many celebrity suicides in the last few years in particular, but within the last month, there's been Anthony Bourdain and Kate Spade in particular. And it's one of these people, everyone talks about them, and they're like, I never thought it'd be that person. I never thought, they always are happy when I was around them. And I think one of the issues is that society puts a bad label when you want to talk about your issues. I mean, there's one thing to post everything out there and like nag about it, but I think when it's not nagging, when you're telling people like, this is what I'm going through, like people are afraid that they're going to get backlash for that. So I'm like, I want to live a life so transparent, not transparent necessarily where people are like, oh, I know you. And even if they do, you know what, maybe that is what it is. A transparent life. I just know that I'm in a place. Well, let me start. 2018. This is my mid-year update. This is what this video is all about. My apartment's a mess. There's clothes. There's DVDs. There's paper everywhere. I'm doing laundry, and there's just a lot going on. But I was like, I need to film this video because I just have a lot going on in my life right now. And I've had a lot of people reach out to me because I do post like a little things and tidbits like on Snapchat or Facebook, like, oh, my life's interesting, or Snapchat's like, oh, I'm in someone's room. Because like, it's not that I'm trying to be like, oh, look at me. It's just, I don't know what it is. Anyways, going on. So this year has been very tough for me. Tough for me in every sense of the word. Tough in a financial way, tough in a physical, emotional, spiritual way. Just my whole being, my aura, like it's taken a beating, a really hard, tough beating this year. I won't necessarily go into like all too many details, but just know it's been tough for me, and I'm sure it's been tough for you too. I'm sure, we all have that stage in our lives where things get tough, but for me, it's normally like a seesaw where, like, if I'm struggling in the personal, like, romantic department, my career is doing really well, or vice versa. If my career is not doing as well, like, at least I'm exceeding in a different way. So that's what's really been my struggle lately, is I've been struggling with that. I've been struggling with everything going on, and after a year and a half, my partner and I are no longer together. It is just me. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this point. I'm not going to like go into all specific details, but at the end of the day, I will probably give more relationship advice in the future, like videos, on just things in general. But for us, at the end of the day, I'm not I like drama as much as the next person, as you've known before. But at the end of the day, I wasn't happy, and he wasn't happy, and we weren't happy, and we were trying to get through our unhappiness together, but we couldn't get through it. And it was really tough, and we just couldn't, and that's that. And we're trying to stay friends, and we're trying to navigate, and I've talked to several friends, and I've said, hey, him and I are trying to stay friends. We're trying to make it work still in terms of a friendship relationship. And so many friends have reached out and been like, no, don't do that, like X, Y, and Z, like this is bad, like I've done it before. And at the end of the day, though, like you have to figure out what's best for you. You have to figure out how life works for you, how you navigate through life, because there's not one way. I think that's the common misconception, and I think, I'm sorry, spiritual people or religious people, but I think that's the thing that, with religious ideology puts on it, is like there's only, for instance, one way to get into heaven. There's only one way that you should live a Christian or whatever life. And it's not that way, though. Life isn't that way. There's so many ways to get what you want accomplished. You know, if you want a car, you don't just go and get it financed. Some people save so they can buy that car in full. There are many ways to get what you want in life. And don't let society, don't let sometimes your loved ones tell you that. You know, life is fucking tough. It's no joke. I see memes all the time and they're joking around about, oh, you know, now we're adults in our 30s. You know, when we were younger, we thought adults were in their 30s. Now we're adults and, you know, we think adults are in their 60s and just all that shit. Like, just live your life. Like, stop comparing it to others. And when you need help, it's okay to vocalize that. And if you can't vocalize it, if you're a friend, don't hesitate to reach out to someone too. So there's so many ways in just to get things done. So, you know, it's end of June and it's Pride Month and I didn't film the videos I wanted to. I didn't do what I wanted to. But my life is, I'm trying to get it back on track and not necessarily get it back to the old me, but I'm trying to get to a me that I can elevate to a level I've never been before in every aspect of the word. I'm wanting a puppy. Oh my gosh. Real quick story. I'm already at 6 minutes. I want to try to end this at 8 minutes. But I like to speak in like metaphors a lot of the time and give examples. And I posted this on Snapchat. If you're not following me on Snapchat, follow me on Snapchat, Sidekick Paul. Follow me on Instagram, Sidekick Paul. I'm Sidekick Paul everywhere. Follow me on Twitter. I really don't post anything there. I just follow people I shouldn't. But anyways, I like just playing around. And I told people, like, I want a puppy. Or I think I'm getting a puppy. And they were all just like, oh, you know, you usually should get a dog or go to the Humane Society, or like telling me what route to get a puppy. And some of my other friends were like, oh, you can babysit my dogs and, you know, see if you really want it. And I'm like, guys, like, that's not the puppy I meant. Like, I meant the puppy, like, I need someone younger to just have physical relations with. Like, I'm not looking for anything emotionally right now. I'm getting myself emotionally and I'm getting myself physically back in track too. But I'm like, I want a puppy. It's like, I want someone younger to just play around with. Oh, baby Jesus. Anyways, thank you for listening. This wasn't everything that happened in my year, but it's been a really big, rough, tough year, and it's halfway through, and I'm like, you know, Paul, get your shit together, because life is going to happen with or without you. Life is going to continue to happen. The bills are still going to come back, you know, the rent, the electricity, the water, all these bills, the car payments, everything's still going to fucking happen. So get your shit together and keep on moving. Even if you have to move out of habit, even if you have to, I don't care what you have to do, like, keep moving. Don't give up. Move along, like I know you do. My favorite all-time song. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out to me. You know, my life is an open book. I'm obviously not hesitant to share it with y'all. I think I'm going to actually start writing, like, little chapters of my life, and eventually just release that as a book, even if it's free. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for those of you who've reached out to me. Thank you for those of you who've listened to me when I reached out to you. I've cried so much this month, more than I ever have in the last 10 years, even to my mom. But, you know, nevertheless, thank you. And if you're someone who needs help right now, stick in there. You can and you will make it through. Love you guys. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, reactions. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Au revoir. Deuces. Bye.